Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, the channel where we describe how AI is changing the world and how we can stay ahead of it. In today's video, I'll show you how to build an automatic meeting reminder system in n8n. It checks your Google Calendar every hour and sends you a friendly reminder email before your meeting starts. So here you can see I received this beautiful email with all details in it, like start at and remaining time. So without wasting any time, let's get started. I'll simply click on this add icon and select workflow to create a new workflow. First, I'll add a schedule trigger node. This will control how often our workflow runs. For that, I'll simply click on this add icon here and search for schedule trigger. So select this one. I'll set it to run every hour. For that, I'll simply change this days to hour here and leave the one as it is. That way, n8n checks for any upcoming meeting automatically. Done. I'll simply press Ctrl plus S to save this. Now let's connect this to our Google Calendar. For that, I'll simply press back to canvas here. I'll simply click on this add icon and search for Google Calendar here. So I'll simply select this one, and here we have to select the event action, get many events. Here you can see my account is already connected. If you are not connected, it will show you create new credentials here and show you this pop-up. Here you can see it provide you the redirect URL and it asking for the client ID and secret ID here. To connect your account, you simply have to copy this URL from here and you have to go to console.cloud.google.com, and here in this dashboard you have to go to API and services section. I'll simply click on this and here you can see in the sidebar option for credentials. I'll simply click on this and here I'll select create credentials, OAuth client ID. Select application type to web application here. And now it's asking for the redirect URL. So I'll simply click on this add URI and paste the URL we copied from n8n. When you click on this create button, it provides you the client ID and secret ID here. Make sure you copy the client ID and secret ID in the notepad or anywhere you want. Like here you can see I copied mine. And you simply have to paste the client ID and secret ID here and press the save to connect your account. My account is already connected, so I'll simply close this from here. Make sure your Google Calendar API is enabled. For that, you have to go to console.cloud.google.com again and you have to go to the library section here. And here in the library section, you have to scroll down a little bit and you can see the option for Google Calendar API. I'll simply click on this. Here you can see my API is already enabled. If your API is not enabled, you will see the enable button here instead of manage, and you simply have to click on it to enable that. Now we have to select the calendar. For that, I'll simply click on the select a calendar and select my calendar here, this one. Now let's test this. For that, I'll simply click on this execute setup button and let's see if it pulls up upcoming events from Google Calendar or not. Here you can see it pull up the upcoming event from Google Calendar. Perfect. That's what we need. I'll simply press Ctrl plus S to save this and let's go back to Canvas. Now comes the smart part. I'll add an AI agent node after the Google Calendar node. For that, I'll simply click on this add icon here and search for AI agent node. So here you can see the AI agent. I'll simply select this one. This AI will read all the events and write a short reminder message if any event is happening in next 15 to 20 minutes. Now let's set it up. First, we have to add the chat model. For that, I'll simply click on this add icon here for Gemini here. I'm selecting Gemini as a chat model because Gemini is free. So here you can see my account is already connected. If your account is not connected, it asks you for the API key here. And for the API key, you simply have to go to aistudio.google.com. So here you can see in the sidebar the option for API keys, and you simply have to select this create API key option here, and it asks you for the name. You can name it anything you want, for example n8n API. And now you have to select or create a new project here. I'll select this one. If you don't have any project, you can simply create new one. I'll select this one, and when you click on create API key, it will provide you the API key, and you simply have to paste that API key here and save it, and your account will be connected. So my account is already connected. I'll close this from here. Now let's go back to AI agent. For that, I'll simply press back to canvas here and go to AI agent. Now we have to add the source for prompt. For that, I'll simply click on this and select define below here, and here in the prompt section we have to add few prompts from the Google Calendar. First, I'll add this like start date, and for that you simply have to click and hold the click and drop it in the prompt section here. And second thing we want is the summary. For that, I'll simply click and hold on the summary here and drop it in the prompt section as well. And third, I'll add the HTML link. It's optional, but it's for like AI agent can read all the other details in the Google Calendar if he wants to. I'll simply click and hold on HTML link here and drop it in the prompt section. Now we just have to add the system prompt. For that, I'll simply click on this add options here and select system message. And in the system message, I'll simply add this prompt here. You can like ask ChatGPT to write the prompt for you, and you can write it by yourself as well. I'll simply copy this prompt from here and paste this in the system prompt section. I'll simply press Ctrl+S to save this. Now let's test this. For that, I'll simply click on this execute setup button here, and let's see if it works or not. Here you can see it provides us the output with the reminder title and the time and every details in it, because we have the upcoming event in next 15 to 20 minutes. If we don't have any event, it will just simply provide the output with no reminder right now. I'll simply copy this from here, and I'll tell you later why I copied this from here. I'll simply press Ctrl+S to save this, and now let's back to canvas here. Now I'll add an if node to check if the AI message actually contains a reminder. I don't want to send an empty email when there is no upcoming meeting. For that, I'll simply click on this add icon and search for if node here. I'll simply select this one. Now let's set it up. For that, I'll simply click and hold on this output and drop it in the value 1 here, and I'll select the string does not contain and paste the message I copied from the system prompt here. No reminder right now, because if the output includes that phrase, it means that there is no upcoming meeting. Now let's execute this setup and let's see if it works or not. Here you can see it provides us a true branch, because if our message does not contain the no reminder right now. I'll simply press Ctrl+S to save this, and now let's back to canvas. Now let's move to the next and last step of our video, Gmail node to send the reminder email. For that, I'll simply click on this add icon on the true branch here and search for the Gmail node here. So here you can see the Gmail here. I'll select this one, and in the action you have to select the send a message here. Here you can see my account is already connected. If you are not connected, just simply click on this create new credentials button here, and you can see it's asking for the client ID and secret ID here. You can paste the same client ID and secret ID we created for the Google Calendar. Just make sure the Gmail API is enabled. I mentioned that in Google Calendar setup that how you can enable your API. I'll simply close this one because my account is already connected. Now let's set it up. For that, first you have to add the email where you want to receive your reminder. I'll add mine, meetaiguru@gmail.com. And here in the subject section you can add the any subject you want. For example, like reminder of meeting. And in the message field you can simply have to click and hold on this output and drop it in the message section here. Change the email type from HTML to text. I'll simply press Ctrl+S to save this. Now let's execute this setup and let's see if it works or not. I'll simply click on this execute button here, and here you can see it successfully sends an email. Now let's check this. For that, I'll simply go to my Gmail, and here you can see I received the reminder email here, and you can see it looks perfect. with all the details in it, like remaining time, start set, and the title of the event. And that's it. So that's how you can create an automatic meeting reminder system in n8n. It's simple, smart, and saves you from missing any meeting again. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe for more n8n tutorials, and let me know in the comment what workflow you want the next. See you in the next video.